The market open is indicating 120 odd points. Okay, I think that's the start. 23,381 is where the Nifty is starting at, and the Sensex is starting at about 76,777. So yeah, 140 lower on the Nifty, about 420, 393, 370 odd points lower on the Sensex. So it's a lower start, as expected, maybe a little steeper than what the GIFT Nifty or the pre-open indicated. Where is the pressure coming from? I mean, indices. Nifty Bank is down about 0.75%. 51,300 is where the Nifty Bank is at. Look at the advanced decline there at the bottom, but it's very early to sort of draw any conclusions of that. But it's more advanced, more stocks up than more stocks down, at least right out of the gates. IT index is down about 0.6%, and we look at a few others as well in a bit from now. But this is the first rates on the indices, frontline indices, which are coming through. It's a 0.5% cut at 9:15 on the Nifty, 23,378.
You know, with the opening today, the Nifty is even lower than last week's low, which was 23,398. So at the opening level, the Nifty has taken out that lower low. The top loser is Cipla, down close to about 2%. Ekta was talking about it. Sectorally, the biggest drag is coming in from the PSU banking names. State Bank of India is under pressure in the frontline bank. Metals is weak. The Nifty Metal Index is a cut of over 1%. And here, the notable losers include Tata Steel and a JSW Steel. So Tata Steel is down close to about 1.7%. Banks too are dragging their feet. The Nifty Banking Index is down 400 points right now. The big loser is IndusInd Bank, so that's 2.3%. It's overtaken Cipla now as the top Nifty loser, but HDFC Bank too is under severe pressure. On the gaining side, you've got strength in Sun Pharma, ITC, Wipro. Remember, there is that Sensex change which is taking place, so Wipro is going to be out. But Wipro is up close to about 0.5%, and there is a little bit of an underperformance that you can see in the broader markets too. So the Nifty small cap index, I think when I last checked, it had a cut of close to about 0.6%. So a little bit of an underperformance, and the advanced decline ratio is in favor of the losing side. But lots of individual stocks in the broader market.
A lot of individual stocks in the broader markets. In fact, now as we speak, the advanced decline has moved in favor of declines. About 1,200 stocks in the broader markets lower as against 880. We opened with an equal number of stocks advancing and declining. And straight off the bat, the usual suspects which are expected to decline, we have the fertilizer pack. All of those fertilizer stocks are lower in today's trading session at the open itself. So you pull up something like a fact, which is down about 5%. We are seeing a cut in RCF, Dhanuka Agritech, GNFC, all of them down anywhere between 2 to 5%. Remember, these had already seen some selling on Friday, and that continues even now. Delta Corp is down about 6%. There wasn't, any significant relief that came in. In fact, wasn't even on the agenda. That stock's lower. The reason why metal stocks perhaps could be lower is also because of the strength that we saw in the dollar. As Manisha pointed out, that's weighing in on commodity prices. So as a result of which, something like a Nalco, SAIL, all of them are lower too. Pharmaceutical pack is doing relatively better. So we have Alembic Pharma as among the top FNO gainers. And Sun Pharma too, like Ekta pointed out, has been doing well. This on account of the outcome of their phase 1 of their obesity drug trial. Another bunch of stocks which are actually active in today's trading session. Garden Reach Shipbuilders up 6%, a big order coming in on that one. And we do have Suzlon, which continues its up move. We are seeing the up move continue on a couple of these themes like rail, where Titagarh Rail Systems is up 5%, Railtel is up around 4%, and paper stocks as well. Something's definitely underway in the paper segment or the sector where prices are increasing, because we have names like JK Paper, which are up around 37-38% this month itself, and another day of an up move of around 4% on that stock.
Well, it's a okay kind of start. 90 points lower. It's a lower start, and about 250 odd points. So from the day's low, we've recovered about 50-60 odd points. But the first initial few rates which are starting to come through. What do we have? You've got, as I think Mangalam said, Garden Reach, which is the biggest volume-led gainer on the NSE now. It's up 6.5%. Suzlon is at the number 2 position with big gains, about 4.5-5%. Stocks at about 56. There is, I think we mentioned Railtel and Titagarh. Both are up 5 and 6% respectively. Shakti Pumps is coming up with huge volumes. It used to be a very small company with very little volumes, but it's had a one-way move, circuit to circuit, 5%, and it's coming up as, I think, the 5th to the 6th largest volume traded name, at least right now. There is TBO Tech, which is a recent listing where I think Goldman has initiated coverage. And that's interesting, right? I mean, I think you're starting to see some of these marquee foreign brokerages going down the market cap curve. I think last week we had them initiating coverage on MapMy India, which is CE Infosystem. Stock went up 20-25%. And they've done this, something similar on TBO Tech now. What else? KSB is up about 4.5%. We've got, Uflex, which is up about 3% or so. Repco Home is up about 4.5%. That's essentially what's going up. And on the downside, I think HFCL is down about 3%. There is a SAIL, which is down 3%. Fertilizer stocks, all I think, as Rima and Mangalam mentioned, RCF and NFL and FACT and GSFC, all of them are down. Delta is down about 6%, 133, 134 on Delta. I think Delta had a bit of a move on essentially what the expectations really. But I'm not sure if this is just unwinding, or this is a view being taken now that nothing is going to happen, because I don't think that is exactly the correct interpretation. We'll talk more about this. IndusInd is down about 2.5%. AU Bank is down 3%. DLF is down 2%. There is Swan Energy, which is down about 4.5%. Cipla is coming up with a 2% cut. Hindustan Copper is down about 2%. ABFRL is down 1.5%. Policy Bazaar. Actually, there is a lot more volume on the downside today. If you look at the volume-led sort of list, it's more on the downside than on the upside, really. But on the Nifty, it's down about 94, 95 odd points. Maybe just a quick look at the small cap index as well. Small cap index is down about 0.4%. And we'll just look at the mid cap index as well, where there's a 0.4% cut as well.